Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is July 24th, and please turn to page 67 in your magazines for a new TOEIC lesson.
好，今天我们有一个新多益情境试题攻略。
Let's just read our instructions and get going. Part 6, Text Completion. Directions. Read the text below. A word or phrase is missing in some of the sentences. For each empty space in the text, select the best answer to complete the text. Then mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet.
好，所以 read the text below 底下有一个文本一个文章请你读一读。然后呢，有一个字或者一个片语 is missing 不见了In some of the sentences 有些句子呢里面有一个字或者片语不见了。然后呢 for each empty space in the text 这个文章里面每一个空白的地方就是空掉的地方字不见的地方呢，你要干嘛呢？你要 select the best answer 你要选最好的一个答案来 complete the text 来把它完成这个让这个句子变成完整所以这个我们一再强调各位要记得它是选 the best answer 不是所有的 possible answer 而是 the best answer 然后呢 mark the letter 标示这个字母看是 A, B, C 还是 D on your answer sheet 在你的这个答案纸上面。
Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following email.
那1到3题是跟底下这一篇这个或者这一封 email 有关的。
Because email has now been around so long, it has gone from an uncountable to a countable noun. At the beginning, we would say email message. I got 3 email messages in my inbox today. But now we use it just as a regular countable noun, just like letter. I got 3 letters today. I got 3 emails today. 可以加 s, 前面加冠词都没问题. But this happened only after a period of treating it like an uncountable noun, just like mail. So we don't say I got a mail today normally. We say I got some mail.
Mm-hmm.
Email was at the beginning treated just like mail. But over time, the most common form of email 是一封一封的信 that you get on your computer. So fairly soon, it became countable.
Yeah, email 这个字呢一开始的时候是不可数的一开始大家觉得 email 是一种 mail 那 mail 是英文里面是不可数的所以大家记得以前很有名的一部电影叫 You've Got Mail 它不是 You've Got a Mail 它是 You've Got Mail 所以不可数的。但是 email 这个字呢因为后来大家收到的 email 都是一封一封的而且这个字后来非常的常用所以我记得还有一段时间我们教学生说不可以说 I have got an email 不可以要讲 an email message 但是后来呢很快的我们就不这样教了因为发现 native speakers 都是讲这个 I have an email 都是用可以变可数的了。另外 email 这个字的写法也非常有趣我非常印象很清楚就一开始的时候呢那个一要大写而且呢一后面还有一个 dash
hyphen
一个 hyphen 对一个 hyphen 然后 email 那后来呢那个 hyphen 不见了那后来那个大写变小写了所以这个字的演进蛮有趣的
The same thing's happening with web because web also used to be capitalized.
Oh yeah, so, internet.
Yeah, internet I think is still capitalized, maybe not always. Yeah. But for web, we used to say a website with web capitalized and site as a separate word. But then web became lowercase. We started using lowercase. And then we often put web and site together, written as one word because it's a compound.
Yeah.
听重音的话就是 website, 不是 website, it's a website. So very often you'll see it now. It's almost always lowercase now, and then it's often written together with no space with site, website.
Yeah, 因为网站这个字也是一样，本来那个 web 跟 site 是两个字，而且 web 要大写
Because it is short for World Wide Web, which is a proper noun.
Yeah, 因为它其实是个这个缩写字那但是后来呢而
且是原来是专有名词
Yeah, 但是现在呢各位大家看到那 website 都是写成一个字而且那个 W 都不大写了 Yeah, 所以语言会演进的 Yeah,
That's right. So watch out for that. And the other thing to really watch out for is your stress. Now, we've mentioned before that some people say Facebook, but it's Facebook. 因为它是复合名词 Email 也是个复合名词 Why? Because E is a letter of the alphabet. Treat all letters of the alphabet that are part of a word as nouns. So it's a noun plus a noun. 那个 mail 是被 E 所修饰 So we say not email, it's email. Email. I've got an email. There's one more thing, and that's because Wesley mentioned this really wonderful movie. I think a lot of us really enjoyed that movie a lot. It was a lot of fun. It's called You've Got Mail. Now, in fact, they were originally just going to use the message that you get, the notification that you get when new mail comes in. Ding!
Yeah.
But the original notification was not you've got mail. It was you have one new email.
Wow.
You have, not you've got. You have mail. You have one new email. You have 3 new email messages. You have 3 new emails. 之类的是这样子. The point is they said have. Why did the movie come to be called You've Got? That was designed. Anything that comes out of Hollywood, you can assume that it has been carefully studied, considered, and designed. This was not the original message, but they thought it was not snappy enough. And you had a really good word for snappy. You had 朗朗上口. You had another word for snappy. Do you remember what it was?
I think it's 朗朗上口.
铿锵有力.
Yeah, 铿锵有力. Yeah.
Now I remember. Because when you said that, I thought, oh, that's so good. And I finally remember it now. 他们觉得 you've got mail 比较铿锵有力. That's the reason. Because you have mail sounded too flat.
Yeah, 好，这个 Ken 老师这样讲，我就有点印象。就最早他们那个通知你有这个 email 来的时候，英文是用 you have mail 或 you have one
new email
啊。但是这个电影呢 You've got mail 哈，这个呢电影它的名字觉得说你用 have 的话，感觉起来好像很平淡那种感觉，所以他就找一个非常 snappy 的一个字哈，用 got 这个字。
They discussed it for a long time before they finally decided and settled on that title.
Wow.
They wanted to find something because when you are marketing a movie, the title will often make a difference between whether people go to see it or not. You have to have a snappy title.
所以他们这个是经过长期的讨论哈，这个考虑才决定用 got 这个字，很有趣。
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a mail here. It is to Mr. Leon Fletcher from Brendan Zhang. Date, July 12th. Subject, strategic advertising contract. I hope you all paid attention to the stress. Strategic is an adjective. Advertising here is a gerund. It's a noun. It's a 动名词. That means that we have 2 nouns here. Now, you'll see that this whole expression is a noun something. It's a noun, some kind of a noun, either a noun phrase or a compound. So what we have to do, because there are 3 items here, we have to figure out which of the 3 have the closest relationship with each other. Is it strategic advertising? Or is it advertising contract? Now, you can't jump over words, so it cannot be strategic contract. 就是关系最接近的，最亲密的，应该是说隔壁的字。So it's either strategic advertising or it's advertising contract. Now, which of these 2 choices do you think has words with the closest relationship?
应该是 advertising 跟 contract.
That's right. So the way we do it is we find the ones with the closest relationship, 然后我们就把规则先应用在那上面，先处理好。So advertising is a noun, contract is a noun. Advertising, contract. We don't stress contract. It is modified by another noun, so it is a compound. Advertising contract. 这个一旦处理好了以后，以左的你根本不用管，不管是名词或形容词都有重音。It will always be stressed if it is to the left. So 以右的会有问题，可是以右的处理好了，以左的自动的都有重音。So this is how we say it correctly. Strategic advertising contract.Advertising 听起来特别高，那是因为语调重音。英文里面每一个句子、每一个片语，最后一个重音会特别高。So we have strategic advertising contract.
所以这个重音啊，这个刚刚的规则其实很有用，各位把它学起来哈。你碰到3个 items 以上的呢，你先处理那关系最近的那2个，你的规则用在那2个字上。所以这个地方关系最近的应该是 advertising 这个字跟 contract 这个字。好，那这个2个字在一起，重音应该在哪里呢？当然在 advertising， 因为它是这个动名词加上 contract 一个名词。那你处理完之后呢，在这个以左的所有的字，不管是名词还是形容词都有重音。那这里它是形容词，本来就是会有重音，所以这个 strategic 有重音，然后 advertising 也有重音。
Okay, strategic advertising contract. All right, so I don't think there's much we need to explain here, except for pay attention to the format that they're using. To 冒号，然后呢，那个他是谁呢？你有没有发现左边对齐
Yeah.
So pay attention to those things. 左边对齐 Mr. Leon Fletcher, Brendan Zhang, etc. So it doesn't look sloppy. 这样看起来比较整齐。
好，注意这个左边对齐哈。 因为有的时候我看到有的还会那个 to 后面只空一格，然后就接那名字 from 后面也空一个 date 后面也空一个，好，那样子的话感觉起来就不是那么整齐啊。那像他这样子呢 to from date 啊是对齐，然后呢后面那个 Mr 什么什么啊 Brandon 什么，然后 July 这三行也是彼此对齐，这样看起来比较整齐一点。
All right, and think of it from the point of view of the reader. As a writer, you think, 这么麻烦啊，这 format 又不是什么很重要的事情。So do I really have to go to that much trouble? Just remember that when you talk like this, you are thinking of your own needs only. You're forgetting to think of the needs of the reader or the listener. So if you want to make life easier for your reader, keep things very tidy. Because as a reader, you don't like to read anything that is in chaos. If there's sloppy format, you don't enjoy reading it as a reader. So just imagine your reader to have the same feelings.
好，所以写东西的时候呢，不要怕麻烦啊，你应该是要替你的读者着想啊，他让他看到东西的时候能够看起来很整齐，那他就很清楚了，可以找到他要的资讯。好，那不要觉得说，哎呀，我这个太麻烦了，我还要对齐还是什么的。其实现在用电脑的话，其实很容易啊，这个对齐。
Right, and Wesley mentioned another point. He was saying some people just write to, space, and then who it's to. Some people don't even put a colon there, and if they put a colon there, then they don't even put a space after the colon. There must be at least one space after the colon.
好，所以记住，在这个冒号后面一定要有一个空格，至少要有一个空格。
Even more importantly, for parentheses, 括号前面后面记得一定要留空格，除非后面有标点符号。括号前面后面留空格。Everybody pay attention. Most of my students don't do this. Even my very best students often forget.
要注意括号的前面后面都有空格。好，除非后面那个括号后面直接接逗点，或者加这个句点等等的标点符号。
All right, so let's go back to our letter. And here is our salutation. Dear Mr. Fletcher.
这个是一开始的这个敬语啊。
All right, so dear is capitalized, space. Mr. capitalized, period, space. Fletcher capitalized, comma, leave a blank line. Now, this may sound like 废话 to some people, but many, many people do not follow these rules, and their letters look very, very sloppy.
要注意这个 dear 什么什么底下要空一行啊，那这个空的会好看很多啊，不要直接就 dear 什么什么就直接开始写了。
Also, after Fletcher, put a comma, no space before the comma. But if you continue writing, there would have to be a space after it. So many people ignore these things, but they're very important. So we now have a blank space. Here we are indenting the paragraph. Remember to indent a paragraph 5 spaces if you are using the indented style. If you are using the other style, which is not indented, then you can start right at the left-hand margin. We call that flush left. Flush 跟那个冲马桶没有关系 F-L-U-S-H flush left 的意思是左边对齐。
好，所以呢你可以这个 flush left 可以左边对齐，那也可以像他这样的在开头的第一行你就内缩，但是内缩记得内缩5格。Yeah.
All right, we're going to start the letter. The contract for strategic advertising is finally ready to sign.
好，然后他一开始说这一个 contract 这个合约为哪一家跟哪一家的合约呢？跟这个 strategic advertising 的合约终于 is finally ready to sign 准备好可以签了。
It has been approved and signed by the general manager.
那这个合约呢已经被批准 approved， 然后呢 signed 已经签字了这个总经理已经看过而且签字了。
You will receive a hard copy blank Alliance Messengers within the hour. Now this is interesting, and you'll see it's underlined where it says within the hour. The 我们没有提过 hour， 为什么用 the 呢？ Within the hour means within an hour from the time that I have written this letter.
好，所以 within the hour 的意思呢，就是看到这封信之后1个小时之内的意思So we can also say within an hour, right?
Within an hour is more general, and it's much more neutral and more common. But when I say within the hour, I am trying to impress you with how soon it's going to be. This is very emphatic.
好，所以这个 within the hour 感觉起来是要强调这个很快就会发生的这个比较贴切的感觉
And not only that, it's kind of an alert. Hurry up and get ready. It's going to happen very, very soon. It's going to happen within the hour. 你不要以为明天或下午就是 这个小时之内就会发生。
好，所以比较强调。那如果你说 within an hour 啊，只是说啊，一个小时之内
没什么，
没有那种迫切性啊。
Exactly.
所以这个地方各位可以注意到这个。那这个空格我们到底要选什么呢？
All right. Yeah. So you can see it says Alliance Messengers. That's a noun. Now, you'll receive a hard copy Alliance Messengers. We can't put those two nouns together. How are we going to separate them? Well, what is the relationship between them? That's what we have to figure out. To make the relationship between two nouns really clear, we often use a preposition. So we're going to have some kind of a preposition here we can kind of know ahead of time. Our choices are A, during, B, including, C, without, D, via. And some people say via, but via I think is more common. Now, what Alliance Messengers is going to do is they're not going to sign, and they didn't write up the contract. They're just going to bring it from me to you. So it means we're going through them. 我们透过他们. So the answer, of course, is D, via, which means by means of or through. The whole sentence now reads, you will receive a hard copy via Alliance Messengers within the hour.
好，所以你会收到一份 hard copy， 就是这个印出来的一个拷贝啊，就是印出来的一份纸本啊。然后呢 ，via 就是透过。By means of 的意思，你会透过这个 Alliance Messengers 啊送来的这样的一个 hard copy。那时间呢是 within the hour， 就是这一个小时之内就会到了，好，叫你赶快准备好的意思。
Right. So without is another preposition. Without them, how are we going to get the message to you or the contract to you?
啊，如果 C 这个选项 without 是没有啊，那如果你说没有这个 messengers 的话，怎么可能我说你会得到这个 copy 呢？所以很怪啊。
If it's including, that makes it sound like Alliance Messengers are going to be added into the contract as one of the parties to the contract, and that's not the case.
那 including 是包含，你会收到一个这个 hard copy 包含的这个 Alliance Messengers， 那这个事实上跟我们这里讲的意思不一样，所以这个答案也不对。
And if it's during, what follows is usually a period of time during the day, during the afternoon. You can't have something during the messengers.
Yeah, 那 during 通常是在什么什么期间的意思，所以后面会一段时间，但是后面这里接的是 Alliance Messengers， 所以 during 显然也不对。
Okay, so that takes care of our first blank. Let's move on to the next sentence, which starts with a blank. So the sentence is, blank, I have attached a copy of the file for your assessment. Now, this is already fine the way it is. So what I guess we want to do is put some additional information at the beginning. So let's look at our choices. A, once in a while. B, in the meantime. C, step by step. D, first of all. Actually, first of all sounds very 顺, but it doesn't make sense here because they are going through all this trouble of getting a messenger to send the contract so that they can sign a hard copy. However, in addition to the hard copy, for the reference of the recipient, the writer of the letter is saying, 我同时寄一份附档，一个附件给你 that you can look at first so you don't have to spend time reading the hard copy when you get it. This 附件 is not legally binding, but it will give you the information ahead of time so we can save time when you get the hard copy. So the answer here is B, in the meantime. So in this period when you are waiting for the hard copy to arrive, you can have a look at the electronic version of the file ahead of time. Let's listen to the whole sentence. In the meantime, I have attached a copy of the file for your assessment.
In the meantime, 中文就是在此同时啊，也就是说在你等这个 hard copy 到的同时啊 ，in the meantime， 所以这是我们正确答案啊。同时呢 ，I have attached， 我也这个附了一个 a copy 啊，一份 of the file 这个档案，我给你一个 copy 啊，目的是干嘛呢 ？For your assessment， 就供你评估 ，assessment 就是评估啊，所以这个正确答案是 in the meantime。
Right. We could have also said for your examination or for your reference. Or to make it clear, you could say for you to read ahead of time.
啊，所以这都你也可以用这些方法来表达同样的意思啊。那 for your reference 这个也是很常听到的哈。不过在这里他可能他用 assessment 就告诉你让你评估一下哈，这可能比 reference 还要更强调一下。
Right, closer to that would be examination.
Yeah, 好，所以这里 如果要跟 assessment 比较接近的话呢，你可以用 examination 啊，就供你检视啊，中文的 examination 就可以翻成检视。那在这里呢，这个 assessment 可以翻成评估。
Right.
Yeah.
But if you want to make it really colloquial, for you to read ahead of time is probably the most direct and the clearest.
那英文呢，你如果要讲的比较平白话一点的话，你可以最平顺的说法就是for you to read ahead of time 就让你在这个事之前，在你拿到 ahead of time 就在你拿到 hard copy 之前，你可以先读一读所以这里这个答案 in the meantime 是最好的。那其他选项其实我们也可以看一下，这个 once in a while 就是 occasionally 就 sometimes but not often
偶尔一次。
那这个偶尔放在这里很怪我偶尔放一个 copy 给你，有的时候就没有了，这感觉起来很怪那 step by step 就是一步接着一步的例如说 I'll guide you through the process step by step 我带你走一遍一步一步的这个程序带你走一遍 step by step。那放在这里也很怪，我一步一步的我给你 attach 一个 copy。好 attach a copy 很容易，不需要一步一步做那 first of all 我们在讲的首先如何那也这个放在这里显然也不对。
And the reason it would be wrong is because first of all is usually used when you're talking about the 重点
Yeah.
But the 附件 is not the 重点 the hard copy is.
而且 first of all 有跟别的东西相比那种感觉这个首先我要先讲这个，那放在这个句子都不合的。
Next sentence, when the driver arrives, sign the contract in front of a witness and the courier will bring it straight back to me.
好，那当这个 driver 就是指这个 Alliance Messenger 这个司机到的时候呢，你要签这个合约in front of 在什么面前呢？在一个 witness 在一个见证人的面前签这个合约。然后呢 the courier 就本来是指信差在这里应该是指那快递员
And that's a really good word to learn. A lot of people don't know it. A courier service 就是快递公司。
那他会怎么样 bring it straight back to me 他会直接 straight 在这里就是直接的意思他不会到别的地方去，他就直接会把那个东西带回来给我因为这么重要的东西快递不可能做你签的时候快递再跑很多地方然后再拿回去，那万一掉了怎么办？
Yeah, so he's making it sound like it's going to be very fast and efficient 一去一回这样子。
Yeah.
As soon as I receive the signed contract, I will give the go-ahead and approve payment for the blank online advertising campaign. Our choices for blank number 3 are initiate, B, initiation, C, initial, D, initiative. And here we need something to modify online advertising campaign. And what we want here is the first part of it, 就是那个初期的, and that's C, initial, for the initial online advertising campaign.
好 initial 它常常放在名词前面表示在什么什么这个一开始的时候就第一个或者是一开始的那我们看到这个是正确答案，因为它的题目他说我一拿到这个signed 已经签了字的 contract 之后呢 I will give the go ahead the go ahead 就是 permission 我就会这个让大家说告诉 give the go ahead 就是告诉我这个相关人说可以继续了，这个事情我们已经可以到下一步了。然后呢同时我会 approve payment 我批准这个付款for the initial 就是第一笔的 online advertising campaign 这一开始的这个线上的第一个阶段的线上的广告的一个 campaign 就是一个活动那第三题它给你的选项每个字都很像，但是这一次意思用法不一样initiate A 这个字呢它动词它是发起或者开始的意思那这个地方呢它是 approve payment for 后面必须接一个名词，所以不可能是个动词，不会是 initiate。那 initiation 是名词，可是它的意思是发起这件事情所以 for the initiation 那如果这个用你 initiation 的话跟后面 online advertising campaign 之间可能需要一个介系词之类的所以这个也不对。那第四个答案呢这个 initiative 它是主动权的意思那放在这个地方也不对，它这里跟主动权没有关系。
You take the initiative on this one.
这件事情由你来主动你来启动 Yeah.
Regards, Brendan Zhang. And that's it for today. Please look for Karen on Ivy League Analytical English on Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.